Soul family, everyone out there in the world. This is Moonology to Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings for the second half of the Sun transition, the sign of Virgo. Now, the Sun is, of course, our actions, our viewpoints, and how we see the world, and it is going to be in Virgo, so it is going to be in the energies of mutable earth, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. And Virgo itself was born out of the 6th house of schedules, routines, patterns, day-to-day routines, and health. So, as well as walk. So with that being said, you are a Cancer, or you use Cancer energies on either your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cancer itself was born out of the 4th house of the familiarity and people, places, and things that you find familiar, as well as privacy. Not familiar, family. I'm thinking in general. Family. You're born out of the 4th house of family and privacy. So, with that being said, I'm going, let me talk about the alignments between Virgo and you as a Cancer. So Cancer and Virgo sextile each other, so you're going to be having opportunities to be more practical in a mutable way when it comes to initiating, creating new ways of feeling the emotions, which is what Cancer is. Cancer is a cardinal water sign. So, I'm going to shuffle this deck a couple more times and pull 9 cards plus an overall from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, and then clarifying with the Waite deck, and then move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to end the reading off to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Now let me open this up real quick. Alright, so let's get to it. Shuffle it 2 more times. So 1 and 2. So the overall energies of the reading is the Page of Swords. So you are adapting yourself in your whatever your environment is, as well as what you're doing in general. You're adapting yourself when it comes to communicating, alright, as well as thinking. But this is also a card of wanting to not be immature with your communication during the second half of the Sun transition and sign of Virgo. Now your first card is the 4 of Pentacles, so this is you holding on to something or someone too tightly. We'll have to clarify this, but there's a sense of feeling like you're not letting go. So, moving on to the second card, we get the Ace of Cups, so this is a birth of a new emotion and flowing emotions and new beginnings in the emotional world. So, whatever it may be that you can report to, you're being very deeply emotionally connected to it. With the third card being the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is talking about you moving in a slow, practical, methodical way and using practicality to plan your next steps with whatever it is that you're doing. If you can see here that with the Page of Swords that you are adapting yourself. So, with the Knight of Pentacles, this is you again moving slow, methodical, and very practical. But you must watch out for being procrastination energy. You must watch out for procrastination energy, or being procrastinating in general. So with that being said, this is a card of moving slow, but with moving slow you can move too slow and procrastinate. Alright, so don't procrastinate during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Virgo, but continue to think practical and methodical and with reason. So, With the fourth card being the King of Wands for the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, this is you taking leadership over a vision that you've envisioned for yourself and being the ruler over this vision, as well as going fully into this vision that you have, again, fully envisioned, or that you again have envisioned for yourself. And with that being said, you are taking that leadership role, but you must watch out for dropping it too soon, because the King of Wands, even though he is very adamant about what he does, if he doesn't see any type of growth, and whenever I mean by he, I mean masculine, so you're externalizing. So whenever you see, whenever he doesn't see that the fruits of his labor are growing as fast as he would like them to be, he will drop what he is doing and leave it in the dust. Do your best to not do that, especially if it's for your betterment of your well-being and your highest good during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Virgo. But continue to add energy into this vision that you've envisioned for yourself. Now your fifth card is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is talking about a new material beginning in the material world. There is a sense of a new beginning in the material world. And with that being said, this opportunity should be taken, and you should take advantage over this opportunity, especially if it's for the better of your well-being and your highest good. But I feel like there's a big opportunity here for you in the material world during the second half of the Sun transition in sign of Virgo. Now with the sixth card that you get from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, you get the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is talking about you being in a happy home, being in a happy life, happy environment as well, and just having what you need in your life at the time to make you happy. Right? So you are very good at home base, or being at home in general. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. The seventh card that you get from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is talking about you giving birth to a new vision and adding energy work into this vision that you're giving birth to. So, and along with pages in general, it always brings a sense of studentship, okay, learning along the way. So even though you're giving birth to this vision, you're learning along the way while adding energy into this vision that you're giving birth to for yourself. But since we already went over the King of Wands, and then you drop down to the Page of Wands, I feel like a bit of introvertedness, which may be what this Four of Pentacles is talking about. But regardless, let's move on. But whatever, we'll clarify it when we get to it. So the eighth card that you get from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Ten of Swords. So there's some type of ending that you're ending indefinitely, whether it be a person, place, or thing, or just a mentality or feeling altogether. Whatever the case may be, there is a sense of an ending entirely. Alright, so we'll have to clarify this, but there is an ending in your life for the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Now your ninth card that you get from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is a sense of feeling alone. So this can hold you back as well, because you may not have the courage or the strength, or you may believe that you don't have the strength to push forward, but you do. And as you can see here, the woman is looking up to the moon. So the moon is representing intuition. So this is a card of letting you know to follow your intuition, follow what you feel guided to go towards through your own spirit and your own passions, right, and your own desires. Do you? Don't worry about feeling alone, because if it's meant to be in your life, whatever you put energy in, it will flourish if it's meant to be in your life. And if you follow your intuition will never lie to you. Okay? So continue to follow your intuition and embrace this feeling of feeling alone during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. It is okay to feel alone, but it's not okay to dwell because of the loneliness. Yeah. Let's move on to the Page of Swords for the overall position. Clarify the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is clarified by the Five of Swords. So I feel there's a sense of defeat, and from this defeat, you are adapting yourself in any way you can. But again, watch out for your communication, watch your thoughts before you communicate them. During the second half of the Sun transition, the sign of Virgo. But there is a sense of defeat here going on with you, and it's leading you into you adapting yourself to your situation. Okay, but continue to work on what you are working on as well during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Now with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Four card. So this is Aries energy, so you could be dealing with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. But in any case, there's a sense of a new beginning, but you may need to let go of some stuff to embrace this new beginning, alright? Because there is a new beginning that's being clarified by the Four of Pentacles, or you are holding on to this new beginning, okay? This might be, the Four of Pentacles doesn't always necessarily mean that you're holding on to something bad. It's just that there's a holding on energy in general. So you're holding on to this new beginning, so you want this new beginning to come out, okay? That's what I feel. Now, for the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Two of Wands. So, by you planning, and as you can see here, the man is holding the ward in his hand, planning out what he's going to do for his life. From this planning phase, you're giving birth to a new emotion about the plans that you've planned for yourself, and this is going to help you implement these plans moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Now with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So with two Ace of Pentacles showing up in the same reading from different decks, this new opportunity that is being presented to you is an opportunity you should take. But you are going slow and methodical and practical about it, which is good, but just don't procrastinate and hold yourself back from taking this opportunity and implementing it in your life as a whole. Now with the King of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is talking about you having everything that you need and want in the material world, and due to having everything that you need and want in the material world, it is easier for you to implement this vision that you've envisioned for yourself into the world, as well as taking leadership over this vision that you have envisioned for yourself. Okay? But just keep in mind to not become impatient. Let time progress, be patient, and see how it manifests within a good length of period. Don't cut it short just because it doesn't seem like it's growing into fruition as fast as you want. Give it some time. If it starts to, if it's meant to be, you'll start seeing it grow slowly, and then eventually it will flourish. So give it time, but know that because you have everything that you want and need in the material world, you are able to implement this vision into your life. Now with the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Swords. So with two Ten of Swords here as well, and two tens and two coins. That's probably what I'm going to name this. But because of the two Ten of Swords here, there is definitely an ending, but what's clarifying the Ace of Pentacles is the Ten of Swords. So from this ending comes a new beginning in the material world. So this ending had to happen. So accept the defeat that's happened. Don't dwell in this defeat. Adapt yourself so you can take this opportunity in your life during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. Now with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is clarified by the Six of Wands. So this is a sense of victory, right? And you feeling victorious because you are in a happy home, or just a homey feeling in general. Okay? So With that being said, you are in a place of victory or feeling victorious due to being in a happy home and feeling homey, like I said. Now with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is not Page of Swords, but Page of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups. So with the Ten of Cups, clarifying the Page of Wands, because you have everything that you want and need in the emotional realm, you are easily able to have the space to give forth to this new passionate idea for yourself, because you're not all cluttered, because you are very emotionally happy and having everything that you need and want in the emotional world. Therefore, you're easily able to give forth to this new passion for yourself. Now with the Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords is clarified by the Lovers card, which is Gemini energy. So you could be dealing with the Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Gemini in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transitional sign of Virgo. But in any case, this is a card about a twin flame or a soulmate. Not everybody's dealing with a twin flame or a soulmate, or this is talking about something through your higher self. But since this is clarifying the Ten of Swords, I feel like for some of y'all, there was a relationship that was very strong that it's ended. For others, there's something about your higher self that is giving you this clarity to end something in your life. Right? Either or, y'all will know which side of y'all are on each individually. So with the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. So you could deal with a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. But in any case, this is a card of transformation, and you going through transformation, and due to transformation and going through this transformative phase in your life, you may be feeling alone while doing so. Okay? So, embrace this transformation. Don't fear this transformation, aka creating spheres of reality by you agreeing with negative thoughts and feelings, and leaving you in a place of feeling so alone, because you're never truly alone. You always got yourself, and if you believe and have faith in gods and goddesses, aka or in God in general, aka all possibilities, embrace this transformation moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. So, you are going through a transformative phase. In general, I see a lot of transformation in new beginnings and endings, maybe painful endings, but you'll be okay. I see a really good beginning for you. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Let's shuffle this 2 more times. So it's 1 and 2. Alright, so your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. So it is a time to give rather than take. And you see here you are planning, and then you're going through this transformative phase, and this material opportunities. There's a material opportunity in your world that I feel like is involving this energy of you having to give rather than take. So, with that being said, this material opportunity that you got going on for yourself, show it to the world, implement it into the world, because like Mother Moon says, it is a time to give rather than take. Now, with your second card from the Moonology Oracle deck, from Mother Moon to you through me, is Super Moon. Emotions are running high. So, with that being said, emotions are running high for you during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Virgo. We can see here with these endings, the Ten of Swords here, there's another Ten of Swords here. Whenever you're going through a transformative phase, emotions are always going to be running high, because emotions is what drives you to transform. So with that being said, there is a transformative phase that you're going on that is causing emotions to go high, as well as this sense of defeat, right? But you are holding on to a new beginning that you want to start. I feel like you really want to start this, but you may be feeling a bit nervous in implementing it. So again, that ties with emotions are running high for you during in general. So pay attention to your emotions. Do your best to create higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings dealing with the emotions that you are currently experiencing during the second half of the Sun transition to sign of Virgo. Make sure they're positive and not negative. Remember that you as a spirit are no thing, no shape, no form, only creating and agreeing with positive or negative thoughts and feelings, or instead of agreeing to influence by negative with positive thoughts and feelings. So moving on to the last card from Mother Moon to you and me is New Moon and Libra. A new romantic cycle has begun. So there is a new romantic cycle that is beginning for you. We can see here with the Ace of Cups, this very now could be a new relationship. We have here with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So you are having everything that you want and need, both in the material and the emotional world. And there's a sense of victory as well. But there is this emotions that you're giving birth to with the Ace of Cups that can also be tied to a new romantic cycle is beginning for you. So, whatever the case may be, just pay attention to this energy and embrace this energy during the second half of the Sun transition, sign of Virgo. And with that being said, that will be all for this reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. And with that being said, shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Dollar the Planet Man, Esoteric House for and Made to Flying High. If you're looking for crystals and gems, check out Lex Crystal Goddess or Slim and Sensation on IG. Shout Shonda Rise Astrology out. Shout VI Izzo. Go check out him if you want hats. Wands55.com for wands. And with that being said, y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less though. Y'all take care during the second half of the Sun transition and sign of Virgo. Embrace this new beginning. Don't worry about these emotions. Create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings. And with that being said, that'll be all. Y'all take care and